My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived two deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Ses, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
The time for babysitting is over. The new Liberia is on the horizon. Change is in the air. Yes, that was the voice of the dynamic Alexander Cummings, the most qualified, prepared, and ready to be president, the man with the agenda, the man with the plan. To solve the problems, you must know about the problem. This is Munel Kishen, aka the General. Welcome to Conversation with the General. We will be out here for maybe the next 30 minutes, 35, 40 minutes, depends on what. And guess what? Good news. Hopefully, I will be on air on Liberty Radio 88.1. I just found out that that station goes to 9 counties, and it will be 2 hours. And I've extended the time. Instead of starting 3 o'clock, we will start 6 o'clock because the prime time in Liberia, if everyone is home. So by 9 o'clock in Liberia, by then everybody is home, and then we can fire up. So the contract will be signed, and some people made some contributions. They say I shouldn't call their names. And another group has just offered to do it. And I'm still, because this is the thing here. People got to be in the studio to receive calls and control things. They got to go home. You got to take care of them. You got to do other stuff. But so far, I want to say thank you very much for those of you who have made contributions. And I will still accept contribution. It can be $5, $10, whatsoever. If you don't want me to call your name, please let me know. Say it. I will not call your name. But if you want me, if you don't say it, I will let people know who all have made contributions. But so far, everything is on course. This is not money from ANC. We all must chip in. We must do it the way it's supposed to be. We should be part of the process. So, ladies and gentlemen, just stand by and let me go to my man himself, the man who, because of him, politicians are getting crazy. Because of him, People are going mad. Because of him, people are confused. No other person. Let's just listen to this shortly. You saw it before, it's nothing new. Don't be surprised.
That in the business you catching fever. You getting serious like anti-river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving up away. We coming, yeah. Well, it's gonna be coming. As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. Anywhere we meet up, stick. Well, it's gonna be coming. Yeah, what you come, man, yeah. We coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's start our show. Today we will be talking about the CPP. CPP, collaboration with two political parties. You got the ANC and you got the Unity Party. I will be speaking directly. Please share this video. I will be speaking directly to the Liberian people, and the only people that will understand me are those who have an open mind when it comes to politics. Open mind. I listen to shows during my spare time. I listen to my good friend Henry Costa. I listen to callers. I listen to the other side. Some people are saying that the agreement between the Liberty Party is invalid. My people, they say the agreement between Liberty Party and ANC is not correct. It's not correct because Yombly not part of it. Oh, they say it's not correct because Daros Dillon not part of it. My people, when we started the CPP, we say we're coming together. We got four parties. Nobody running. Nobody won't be president from Liberty Party. Nobody won't be president from ALP. The only people that won't be president are Mr. Bwaka and Mr. Cummings. So the competition was between two of them. Listen, the competition between two of them. Because the competition between two of them, if all of them get support from their own party, everybody in Liberty in UP support Mr. Bwaka. Everybody in ANC will support Mr. Bwaka. The other two parties sitting there, they ain't get nobody. And we'll go to the other party to go look for people to come vote for us. Unity Party went there, they took people. They went to ALP, they took Bernard Ure. They went to Unity and Liberty Party, they collect Yombly, Daros Dillon, they took them. The other people said, no, we will support the other man too, Mr. Cummings, the vest. My people, that thing not correct. Suppose four of them are going to put up candidate. Liberty Party put up candidate. ALP put up candidate. ANC put up candidate. Unity Party put up candidate. It will be tied. Who will win? That's why they put do the paperwork. They say when they put the people together, that means you're not representing nobody. I got it right. I can come to you and talk to you. Say, hey, my man, I beg you, vote for me. The same way Mr. Cummings will go around the country to talk to people. Mr. Bwaka will go around the country to talk to people. That the same way you will talk to your friend in Unity in the party and say, please vote for me. So Mr. Cummings too, he won't vote. That is right now. You can't stop him. He went to the other person and people, I need your support. The other people look at it for long and say, I think we'll support the man than the other man. The other man vest. Because the other man say, I was here before you, that my time. No, my people, don't let them fool you. If you let them fool you, your children will not run for president. If you listen to them, your child will never run for representative because they'll say your child time ain't reached yet. Imagine your child, 30 years old, 35 years old, your child get the right to run for president too. That's what the Constitution said. They never say your child will get PhD. But just imagine they telling you, say, They tell him Mr. Cummings said the night time. So what time Mr. Cummings time will reach before your own child time reach? Some of them say Mr. Cummings time at 2029. So the president building a time business now. Listen, that thing over. Unity Party. They stand up, the political leader says she will support the other man. The chairman says I will support the other man. And we're talking about democratic process where everybody can vote. Listen, if you're in a group and they say let's vote, if you vote against and you get majority of the people vote in favor, you don't get no choice. You just got to close your mouth, close your heart. It will be hurting you, but you got to stay with the people. Out of 15 counties, I think about 11 counties voted to support Mr. 11 counties, 13 counties, I'm sorry. 13, I think 13 counties voted to support Mr. Cummings. The only county that didn't vote, Grand Bassa County said they're not voting. Montserrado County chairman ain't vote. Lofa County chairman ain't vote. Bobolu County chairman ain't vote. I tell you, so I think that 12 voted. 11, yes, I say 11. 11 members voted. And a winner, because Yombly from Grand Bassa County, the chairman for Unity Party, Liberty Party said, I'm not voting. Because Montserrado, Mr. Dillon from Montserrado, he said, I'm not voting because Dillon supporting, he won't support Unity Party. Then the chairman in Lofa County said, I'm not voting because he won't support Unity Party. Liberty Party, they're not Bassa People Party, my people. The man who organized the party, that Bassa man. But there's nothing on Liberty Party say Bassa People Party or Grand Bassa County Party. No. That's why if you think about it, if you Bassa man and you want to take it and say that Bassa People Party, that party will never be president. It will never reach to the top because you know what? Grand Bassa County are looking at you president. Grand Bassa County are looking at you president. The ANC that you're crying, hold the ANC. You were formed before ANC. Liberty Party went into the race 2 times before ANC. And guess what? ANC beat Liberty Party in Montserrado County. You know that too? The only place that they get a vote that sometimes we can say that Bassa People Party, that in Grand Bassa County. Mr. Belete became chairman and changed the whole thing. He said, no, the party we got to spread it out to everybody. What are you, Mandingo? You Peleo, you Grobo, you Basso, you Kruo, you Mano, you Gio, you Bandio, you Loma, you Kisi, you Va, Dane or whatsoever. You part of that party. So Mr. Belete said, I will support Mr. Cummings, the chairwoman of the political leader vessel. They went to court. The court said and said, okay, you know what? Y'all go right back and go face that same thing. Y'all deal with the 2021. They said, no, they won the 2015 because you know the 2015 are the one that gave Mr. Bromsky power to control everything. But you know, Mr. Bromsky was an intelligent man, so he couldn't just control everything because he knows the law. So every one of them were against Mr. Bromsky. They went and changed the whole thing. They say that the party chairman can run the party. And to be frank with you, that the party chairman can run the party and the secretary general, they're not a standard bearer. The political leader is just a ceremonial position. They can change you anytime. You don't run the party. You only like an advisor. NEC don't recognize you. NEC only do it out of respect. Every document that comes from the election commission, it will be to the election, it will be to the chairman or the secretary general. They went to court, they fixed it. Yombly came out and said, okay, from today's date, Mr. Belete, I recognize Mr. Belete as the standard bearer. Then she said, all the things that Mr. Belete did, the party did more cancel it. They went back to the court. The court denied and said, no, 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 no. So technically, the human they expelled themselves. They came out. Oh, we left the CPP. How you leave the CPP when you in party? You honor suspension. How you left the CPP? She came out again and said, oh, we're not part of the coalition. And my good friend, who I say I'm not going to be attacking again because he's not running for president. He said, Madam Yombly should go to court. Go to the Supreme Court. Then not everything you go to the Supreme Court like that now. You can't just start throwing yourself around. They're not denying them all over. What they will go to Supreme Court for again? They got to be careful before Bilete and the ALP sue them for using the name. Yombly were not born with Liberty Party. Darius Dillon were not born with Liberty Party. My people, what Mr. Cummings did to you? What the poor man did to you? Because the man is so strict. Because the man are no nonsense man. But you don't forget, going there ugly. That man sweat his money he worked for in your stomach. Darius Dillon, Yombly in your stomach. That man campaign for you. That man make you to be senator today. That man did everything because when Mr. Cummings was chairman, all the party he paid the dues. You all know that very well. That ANC money you were running on. Mr. Bilete came in before he paid Liberty Party due. But all those months and years, ALP paid 2,500. United Party paid Fiocco. They didn't pay nothing. Liberty Party paid until Bilete came in. But stay, they left. Instead of them facing it to stay in the house and face the house, they left us. After we cry, we say we want the coalition to be strong. If you cannot compete in a CPP, how you can compete outside? Capped by Mo Ali. If you, in your own self, you scared of yourself, you scared of your friend, but you don't scared of George Weah. You scared to compete inside. If you go into competition, you say you go into American Idol, you go and sing, and you can practice in the house first. You can make sure you know how to sing good. Then they select the good winner. And when they play the National League, before you represent Liberia, the IE Barrow, whatsoever, you got to play the National League among yourself. When you win, the champion will go represent Liberia. That's all we're doing. But instead, we're telling the other team, say, my man, don't waste your time. IE will take first place, Barrow take second place, the other people will take third place. Don't even waste your time. Or Barrow will take first place, IE will take second place. I've got the two big teams there. They been around long time. They've been in the first division for too long. We can't stop them. They're not your time. APRC, they're not your time. Lipscott, they're not your time. No. BURC, you just coming. Is that how they can do? That's not how they can do politics. So. Don't let the people fool you. Don't let them fool you. All of them scared of Ellis Cummings because you know what? They see he shot. He too straight. He ain't offer nonsense. He got his own money. That your money. You can't connect him to corruption. He ain't steal nothing from the government before. He can pay all his taxes. Amen. He ain't there to dash money in the street, say, go vote for me. Guess what? So, my people, they can cry. Let them go to court. Let them do what they want to do. Let's focus on the ball. Let's focus. You understand? Now, let's go to the coming election. Liberian people, we all here supported somebody. We support our friend because we think they were going to do better. You supported George Weah because we believe that President Weah was coming to do better. You owe me an apology. You need to beg nobody say sorry. Anybody tell you to tell them sorry, you won't cost them, you cost them. But guess what? In life, when we make mistakes, we look at our mistake and get it right. You can't make mistake 2 times now on one thing. You can't continue to do the same thing and get this day. You continue to do the same thing. No. You the one voted for George Weah. and you know how things hard, ask yourself if your life not changed. But now their life have changed. You listen to Eugene Fagon of all person, who were on the internet, on the radio, selling George Weah, this and that. Look how they treated him. You can say what you want to say about Fagon. But Fagon lost everything because of CDC. They gave him poo job. Although he said we're doing cartoon, but they gave him job in Liberia just to talk. While his bossmen were eating chicken. His bossmen were traveling all over. Traveling with President, we are all over. The men who sort of be the deputy for press and publication. The men who sort of be talking. They pack him. They gave him one old car. The car could smoke. When you see the car smoking, you think that who got the people smoking in the car? And Mary Brock get a man a car just because sick. Imagine you not talk. But you see, life is not a fair thing. It's not correct audit. It can't go the way you want it. In every competition, there will be people who will start and there will be people who will finish. It's a relay. You will start and somebody finish it. They get some people that can take the campaign from small. When you reach certain place, some people will come inside. Certain place when you reach, you will see some faces, you say, ah! So don't get vexed. Mr. Cummings' agenda, that your agenda. And now they corrupt people agenda. Sedition. Do not let them fool you. I beg you, my people. You don't do nothing. You play you exercise your constitutional right and you voted for George Weah. George Weah get money today. Money. He got everything. And George Weah knows very well that he disappointed us. The president is not a disrespect. But the president lied about people, listen to people. You try to threaten other lawmakers. You doing this. You won't be the only man in the town. Just how you play football. Labra can develop like that. For you to run a government, you need team player. You need to play like a team. You understand? So, my people, you know that you're catching hard time. The people you voted for, they're ready to take the champagne and they wash their car. They see people used to eat cocodolo yesterday. Look at all the girls that President Weah gave job to. You saw them in the rain? No. The woman get job, the man get job. The woman get job, the man get job. Why you should give me big job, then you give my wife big job? It's not fair. It's not fair. Sometimes it happens, but you can't do it constantly. Every one of them, the women they're working in government, you know what they do that for? So they can't get a woman 1 cent. That's why George Weah put all his girlfriend in there together who he had a relationship before. He put them there. The one them who too smart, he ain't getting job. The one that you see that smart, that will not just take his nonsense, he ain't getting job. So when he gave you the job, he ain't gonna give you money again. You already get job. Liberian people, listen, open your eyes, vote right. Ask yourself, why every day they calling, they want me, Cummings. And the people who calling the name, they're not supporting Cummings. They're not supporting Mr. Cummings. Instead of them campaigning to tell the Liberian people about their candidate, no, they're complaining. You not see Mr. Cummings complaining? You not see Mr. Cummings just get up and criticize George Weah like that? No. You don't just continue to criticize with no option, with nothing, no tangible, no alternative. You know what I'm saying? Look, my people, I will be telling you, say the people can steal. Why you think a white man Possession on Maggie, possession on Beltuari, and on Serena Cephas. These people close to George Weah. Your year president, we are talking about the president. We are scared of playing air right now. Therefore, yesterday, President, we are put Maggie out of his compound. President, we are know very well. You know, they thought this 6 years were not going to finish. Samuel 12 say Mr. President will be a benevolent dictator. They were there threatening people. Oh, this will not happen. You people are nobody, and this and that. They try to suppress poor Liberians. Imagine they are afraid so much until the police people cooking down. So even if you go protest, they can't do nothing to you. The police people now, when you go protest, they will cook and give you food to eat. If you say now there's the thing that if you're hungry, just tell the police you want protest. By the time you're hungry, say you want protest, the police people will cook. They will bring the food for you. That the same police people the other day that were whipping the Liberian children, the citizens, for protesting when Ellis Cummings were there, and the June 6th protests, wasting hot water on the children, that they don't want cooking today. Because all of them in the dungeon now, they shot themselves in the head. Wow! They only living and just waiting for the time to be buried. My people, we all know. Don't look at the road. You say, oh, they say, President, we have faced the road from River G to Maryland. He faced the road going this place. Then people don't mind and Allah. When I said Allah, I know some people vex. That project that we started already, government continue. You know, when you do good, then you start looking for all the small things. You die. You can't feed your children. You can't send your child to school. Then the president will tell me, say, he faced road in from my yard. When I even get a car to pass there, business can't even pass there. Picking and choosing. Look at West Point. People camp. That CDC area there. Even Solomon George, swear to God, Solomon George said, Mr. President, I challenge you. Show me what you're not doing District 7. But Solomon George said, I'm going to vote for him. You're not stupid. Don't want to let the whole world laugh at us. Now because some of us in America were talking, it hurting us. I never came to America in 1936. I went through the war. I ate the same cocodolo. I ate what in Cocheco again dumb beans. You know what I'm saying? I ate cocodolo, I ate the beans and rice. We went through the war. We felt it. We know what war can do to country. Some of us, we lost good friends. Now we bring the people with why we should vote for people and they get rich in front of us and what people stay poor. 12 years pass. You get 6 years, the 6 years coming finish. Your child go to school. I got a friend. His woman had a child. His first child was born 1985. I'm sorry, 2005. I mean, his son was born 2005. The same year Ellen came to power. The child in the 8th grade. Check it. That child's supposed to be out of high school now if that real life. That's 17 years, the child in the 8th grade. He never had money to send a child to school. But still, he talking. He stayed when he read it. He said, my man, one day my luck will shine. How your luck will shine? How your luck will shine? I can't be in a group if I support Mr. Cummings. If Mr. Cummings is president tomorrow, I'm supposed to know if Mr. Cummings will do good for the first 6 months. I'm supposed to know if Mr. Cummings is on the right track in the first 6 months. I will not wait to get Mr. Cummings no 2 years time. No. You know, it's easier to break the house down, but it's hard to build the house, which is true. Now, you can tell that this person put something in place that will capitalize in the next 1 year, 2 years. If President we are going to take the $25 million and put it into agriculture and invite people and have a mega agriculture, big thing, or put it into fisheries, by this time, they're benefiting. So many people went to Liberia, try to carry jobs, corporation there. The people snubbed them. George, we did it to his own cousin, and you were laughing all the place. We say, oh la la. Because they say Liberia, we are stupid people. We quote to believe things. They can say, oh, they come and kill your mouth. You said, not true, man. Until they will kill your mouth before you come to yourself. It's all about them. All about them. I listened to this lady, Swa Coco, and I love the way she's had a podcast. If they will not vote for me, don't vote for me. It's too much. We never found out thing President Weah can lie. He and that lady had a communication back and forward, but they went and put another woman there and turned the district to the president and make it look say, oh, we don't have no, you, because of poverty, because of hardship, they bribe our people go out and lie about poor people they don't even know. They even know. Florence Fremont, she's the what? Superintendent for Monserrato County. Superintendent. She from a United Party. Now she succumbed to George Weah. She ain't all in the game. Hey man, Liberian people, don't let nobody fool you. You don't owe nobody. But it is time, the future of Liberia in our hand, yeah? If you're 19 to 35 years old, do everything to register. That your future, what you need to think about now, if you're 19 years old today, you're 25 years old, I want you to think about this. When the war started, there were people who were 14 years old. The war, some of them were 10 years old. Some of them never went to school. Some of them were in the 3rd grade, 4th grade. The war lasted for 14 years. On and off, on and off. You were 14, they turned 28. That time you were not born. They turned 28. When Charles stayed with Ellen Post for 12 years there, they were. They're 28, you put it through the war. In at 30, they're 40 years old. George, we are 6 years. They are 46 years old. They're not doing nothing. Don't be like them. Because you know what they're doing? Oh, say they stay sinking. The government abandoned them. The 12 years government abandoned our former combatant, our Liberians who that was to rehabilitate into society. They won't do the same thing to you. Register and vote right. They won't see Mr. Cummings because you know what? They're scared of Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings ain't get nothing to lose. Mr. Cummings just like you. And you can be better than Mr. Cummings tomorrow. Mr. Cummings started just like you. He started just like you. In fact, Mr. Cummings is the only Liberian man who in the race, who had a job, one place for 20 years. Apart from Coca-Cola, he went to another company and retired. Let me show you something. You see, they say prophet is not respected in his hometown, but Liberian people can make the change. Liberia was one small America. If you were born 2000, you don't know. If you were born 2005, you don't know. If you are born in 90, even you are born in 1995, you still don't know. Liberia, Ghana supposed to come to Liberia just to shopping. Don't let our leaders there lie to you. Our problem in Liberia that leadership, that not you. You don't do nothing. And one thing I want to tell you, I know everybody won't come to America. You won't come to America. Why other people won't go to Liberia? If you get the opportunity, you come to America or you go to Europe or you go to places. And you see our girls in Oman and other places how they're suffering because they all want travel and they fall into the wrong hands. So don't get vexed with us. We ain't do nothing. All of them can come to America and can beg for money. We ain't do nothing. We are Liberians just like yourself. And you hear me talk? We just like you. The only difference between you and myself, I will be honest with you. One, you smarter than me. You learn the hard way. You still going to struggle. My own, I struggle here. Nobody can give me 5 cents, but guess what? If I work every 2 weeks, my paycheck will be in our account. They're not stupid. They ain't fool to make mistake. In like, bro, when you work, the man who you working for can decide when to pay you. I can sit down and go look for credit and go credit. They will credit me because I get job. In like, bro, you go credit, they will not credit you. Even you get job, they can't credit you easily. You understand? If no food set in my house, I can go to the food bank and I will get free food. I will get chicken. I will get all kinds of Google food there. It's just that some are too proud. We won't go there. In like, bro, you can't get it. You can go and apply for student loan and won't go to school. In like, bro, you can't do it. In America, if you go to trade school and you finish, the book can be waiting for you to employ. In like, bro, when you finish, you go sit down home. That's how you won't do it? No. That's why you think Mr. Cummings built a school they call the STEM school? The technology, this world that we're in, only people with no sense, like the representative from District 8, they say Mr. Cummings school at $500 every year. $400 and $400 every year. That's true. You know the trend laying there? They get school in like brother $1,000. Allah. They get school in like brother $1,000. But in our Mr. Cummings school, they get plenty of children on scholarship. They tell you, say you must make the grades. STEM school are the biggest school around the world today. If Mr. Cummings president, because the school expensive, you got to spend plenty of money to build it. That's why Mr. Cummings built one. And guess what? The time Mr. Cummings built it, look at the sign. They will say funded by Coca-Cola and Chevron. Because of Mr. Cummings' good work, if you go on Coca-Cola website, in fact, I will read it to you so you will see for yourself. Short, sweet. Let me show you something. You know, sometimes the way we do things, it never right at all. It's not fair. It's not fair. Look, if you go there, they will tell you how Mr. Cummings was making. This man worked hard for his money. Then we read it, we say, why the man can open business. Mr. We are open business in Library for voted for him. And y'all stop it too, Library people. The thing they're doing to Cummings, they won't do it to your children. Mr. Weah never had no experience. The only thing we know Mr. Weah for, he played football. That his talent, that not job. His talent. Because when you reach certain place, it's done. He opened his nightclub, ain't work. He opened his sports shop, ain't work. Everything that he opened ain't work. He never had no job experience. When somebody vote for you, it's not job experience. Because you can't show us, if that's what you want to say, they didn't show us nothing. One legislation he put together, we made him president. Then it's so sad. Then we look at Cummings, the man who got experience, the man who know, who qualify, he overqualified, and y'all say he can never be president. Only in Liberia can happen. He look overqualified. He mean that you get PhD. He got experience because he worked to all kinds of places. He started as a deputy regional manager or officer for Coca-Cola. Deputy. They took him from America. They came in Nigeria. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He started from somewhere because that's a job he applied for. They hire you based on your qualification. Elected position, it don't base on your qualification when they're voting for you. When the people like you to vote for you. In a decent country, they will ask questions. In Brazil, the late King Pelé, he tested the water to run for president in Brazil. They warned him again. He said, never ever try again. Not because you play football. You don't got no damn experience to can't lead us. It ain't mean that when you play for, you can't be president. No, not because George, you are president. Only in Liberia. You must show it that yes, you're a leader and whatsoever. But President Weah is not a leader. He never been a leader. We thought it was only football he was going to change, but it was not. We thought because football is a dictatorship, so that's why he was like that playing football. We saw okay, the man would change. But let me tell you that Joey get up 419. 419. The guy who was carrying Mr. Weah around, we thought they did good. We're not the political people. You can call me any kind of way. You can call me this name, that name. But first food are food, second food are not food. They say only fools don't realize anything. So my reason of supporting you is based on what you tell me and what I ask. But if you fail, I take my vote back from you. And for some of us, know about the person. Don't just know my name. Don't just know the man because, oh, Mr. Cummings is not likable. You want like him? Do you want to like Mr. Cummings or do you want for Mr. Cummings to do the work? You want Mr. Cummings to dance buka before you know that he friendly? You want Mr. Cummings? Joshua never share money with Liberian people. Some people are lucky to get something from Joshua. Joshua never had party for children from the time you were playing football. I bet anybody. Joshua never had party for the small children. The children are in the street. That time you're not president now. To say he come home, Joshua never devour rest to his house when he used to come home during the war. President William built one way in Liberia. Show me one way to say you see the way in the Yara president, we are paying for it a lie. It never happened. It never happened. He never encouraged nobody to be like him because there will be no more George Weah. There will be no other George Weah in Liberia because this president don't know what they call progress and don't know how to promote young people. You must be a fool. You must play dumb to benefit. CDC got the highest amount of qualified Liberians compared to any political party. When I say highest, that means plenty. Other parties get qualified people, but CDC have plenty. I saw some people, I say, wow, if President Weah were going to just bring these people together, they were coming to be so great by this time that Paul Kagame star. Even you're going to suppress the opposition, say, them are going to say nothing because you're doing the right thing. Your life is not correct. You know that. You see the same people that criticize President Weah. Look at Eugene Nangwe. I agree. Eugene Nangwe got the right to eat what he want to eat. But he eat in a public place. A man with a platter full of, he alone, lobster, crab, chicken, all kinds of food. While other Liberians who voted for that government dying. But Eugene Nangwe came from nowhere, abandoned the party, betrayed the party. And President Weah brought him back and gave him the biggest job until he made a beard white straight. Traveling around the world, going on vacation. You got a right to go. And they put it in your face. People who struggle under the rain, all they wanted to get good school. All they wanted that if I go to that hospital and get money, said it will take me. But they can't take us. They're driving $70,000 car while you stay standing in the street and clapping for them. You say, oh, but are you supporting Mr. Cummings? Yes, I support Mr. Cummings. But I dare see it under Mr. Cummings' administration when people are dying. I really want to see it. They see where Mr. Cummings can be waiting to see who will misbehave in his administration to take action. That they see where I will be waiting to see if Mr. Cummings make mistake. how some of us will be, whether you work in the government or not, we'll talk. If we want peace, if we want a real united Liberian, only Mr. Cummings can do it. President Weah was peace ambassador, UNICEF ambassador. Why are Liberians so divided on President Weah? Why? President Weah refused to encourage Liberians. Every time President Weah speak, he disrespect Liberians. Yeah, you're not serious. And at a place you used to be talking about, you used to be whole day you want to demonstrate. You see, I'm not build a park for you. Or president telling the crowd, if you start booing, I will pull you outside. You're listening to the man. Do you know why they boo at that man? Because that they're representative and they didn't trust him. He let them down. At least they show you some respect. But you try to disrespect, they say CDC that's a party or what discipline. That's a lie. They were just been disturbing truth. CDC demonstrated for 12 good years. Make the place hot, uncomfortable for Ellen Johnson. Sedition. Please look at Eugene Fagon. Eugene Fagon was number one person who did everything beyond to promote President Weah government, to challenge people. You can say this, he called us cartoon pusher. He called us names. He insulted people because of George Weah. Today, what happened? Who's going to be the next Eugene Fagon? Who? You can say what you want to say. He caused us. He did this. That's truth. He did it because of George Weah. That's the beauty of democracy. I criticize you and support you tomorrow. Why you holding against me? Why you holding 10 years things against someone? Why? Then you say, oh, everybody get a right to support, they want to support. I don't have to support the president. But at the same time, the president must speak to everybody. May I ask Mr. Cummings want to be president? But yes, Mr. Weah must call Mr. Cummings and say, come, let's discuss something about Liberia. This president have never called one opposition leader in the night. Say, let's drink tea, Mr. Bwaka. Come, let's drink tea, Mr. Cummings. Let's talk. I know you want a position here, but for now, I'm the president. I got something for you. Put Mr. Cummings on record and see. Try Mr. Cummings. Why you think Ellen Johnson took President Weah at the time George Weah and brought him to America for UN conference? Why you think Ellen Johnson appointed President Weah a peace ambassador? You think President Weah is an expert? Because he's a celebrity. You think United Nations appointed George Weah because he expert? No, that position goes to celebrity. Check around. Facts. Angelina Jolie, she was once. Lawrence Fishburne was one of those who went to Liberia on the scene disarmament. But Liberian people will sit there and let the people fool us. Oh, President Weah was not working with UN. He never had office to UN that he go there regularly. It's a non-paying job. They transport you. They do everything. They do what they're supposed to do for you. It's how you give back to them. That's all. Liberian, don't be moved. Let me tell you today, you sitting in that place. You voted for George Weah, you vest, don't get vest. You saw something in George Weah, that's why you voted for him. But guess what you can do? Just how you voted for him, you can vote against him. It is time to try somebody. Let me tell you, if George Weah were doing good, some will be afraid to even talk. Opposition will be worried. But Joshua is not doing good. Joshua believes that you're loving so much, he can shoot anybody in the street and nothing can come from out of it. He come, he say, and who he talking to? He's still talking to you. He talking to Une Sedition. President Weah is not talking to outsider. Because President Weah cannot convince outsider. Don't let nobody fool us here. President Weah can travel and go around the country. It will only be sedition. Only sedition. The role we're talking about, the role already in existence. We need to let you know. Let us start talking. Then I know his ideas. Everything that President we are do himself, he break ground. You saw President we are breaking ground on the road in the counties? No. It was already in progress when he took over. Everything that President we are started, he will go and break ground. You saw President we are breaking ground in Grand Gila, in River G. Like, bro, we should be smart, man. We can't be used by these people. The people said they will spend the money, they will get your $5 bag of rest, and you will vote for them again. And then you will wait for another 6 years. Another 6 years. By that time, you're 45 years old. No job. Oh, President, we are no plenty of people. You show me one president we are friend or football friend who came to Liberia and open business. You show it. You see how they've been lying? Eh? Any president I visit Liberia, apart from programs, you not see any president visiting Liberia? Eh? You think people want to go waste their time? The white men say we're stealing. They say with the money we give you, you're stealing the money too much. You're getting rich while the people suffering. Then you say, you steal, you don't steal, we'll vote for you. Sanction, no sanction. That nonsense will not work in Liberia. You came a man, you came a power, we'll vote for you. You know boy, we'll vote for you. It will not work in Liberia. Don't let the poor fool you. When they get the money to you, you eat it. You hungry. That's your money. But you don't need to pretend. You don't look. Stand for something. You the one gave them the job. You got 73 representatives. A whole country of almost 5 million people, you got 73 representatives. That you the one getting that power. All of them get one vote. How they become representative? You the one give it to them. You the one can take it back. 15 counties. You're the one that gave president. We are the victory. You can take it back from him. We can try new people. Thank God that we voted for Joshua to show, to see it for ourselves. That's it. He's the president. We'll not take it from him. But this man, he's not a leader. Corruption, the people crying, this man corrupt. Even the anti-corruption commission say your people is corrupt, Mr. President. Or sedition UP or sedition NPP and man telling the president, say, Mr. President, your people XYZ, they are corrupt. The president take action. That the American man got to tell him. There, he's suspended. Ask for the resignation. Ask for the resignation. Mr. President, you disappointed Liberian people. We will say it. It's nothing personal, but you disappointed Liberian people. And sedition, some of you people want to curse me, but I know plenty of you listening. If you ever listen to me, if you ever listen, don't blame yourself, your children, our older people, please, for God's sake. I know times are hard. We know the corruption, but don't sell the children. The church people, don't sell our future. Don't sell our children. Stand up for God's sake. Who is the next? Who representing Michael Francis? Please. God laughing at us. This is the first time we see more pastors into politics than anything. The people that supposed to preach, who's supposed to stand up against the government if the government is doing wrong, they are in bed with the government. They are in bed with the government. Our children are dying. People die. Look in Maryland. Look at other places. Nobody wants to say anything. No justice. The superintendent running your own show. The president should be a prisoner when it comes to people's children. But the president don't care. The president don't care for you and myself. His children, the one that playing professional, and the other one who play in back home, and other, he don't care. No, no, I know the president children. I know 3 or 4. Nobody know the children. And I see sometimes people where people been dying in Liberia long time. What you mean by people been dying in Liberia long time? Because God bless you, you come to America. Then you supporting George Weah. You sit in America, you can't go home. You can't get your family home. And you're insulting a man who, and let me talk to you that in America. Some of you in America who insulting Mr. Cummings, you would never reach the toes of Mr. Cummings. And I'm talking to people back home, Librarian man in Librarian, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the fools that in America who don't have nothing to do but to insult Mr. Cummings. They're not voting, they're not going home. Some of them build their houses here, they're not going home. They say Librarian a dirty place. Like this man called gay man, I know gay man whatsoever, calling Mr. Cummings gay, or man who say he's a professor, he this and that, he retired. Why he can't go home? But Mr. Cummings home. Mr. Cummings retired with honor. He retired, my people. Let me tell you today. Mr. Cummings retired from Coca-Cola, and the people had the best words for him. The best that you can ever think about. That you can ever look at on Coca-Cola website that the man people put him off on. Humble man. Alexander Cummings, December 7, 2015. The Coca-Cola company today announced that Executive Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer Alexander B. Cummings will be retiring on March 31st, 2016, after more than 18 years of distinguished service to the company. That web retinue. They say a highly respected leader within the Coca-Cola system. Cummings joined the Coca-Cola company in July 1997 as Deputy Regional Manager for Nigeria. Deputy. Imagine they take you from America and carry you. That time the man just left vice president for Pittsburgh, manager for Nigeria, and quickly the overlooking quickly advanced to become president of Coca-Cola Africa in 2001. 2001. A native of Liberia, West Africa, Cummings led a period of strong growth in Coca-Cola Africa business, overseeing critical investment in marketing and infrastructure across 56 African countries and territories from 2001 to 2008. Imagine you dealing with the whole of Africa. One man, you sit in one place. Technology. It's on Coca-Cola website that they want. They're not no Google. They're not nothing. It's on the Coca-Cola website that they praising him. Liberian people. Mr. Cummings work. But he don't brag. He work hard. If Mr. Cummings can sit one place and control Coca-Cola, finance, watch it. They say in July 2008, Cummings was named to his current position of Chief Administrative Officer to consolidate, listen, to consolidate oversight of key global corporate functions, including legal, people strategic planning, information technology, strategic security, sustainability, and technical. He has played a key role as an executive sponsor of effort to embed productivity throughout the companies, including current effort to achieve $3 billion annually cost saving by 2019. That a webman writing about Mr. Cummings. It on the Coca-Cola website, they didn't stay there from the time Mr. Cummings left. I was just looking at it and said, we thank Ellis Cummings for his tireless service to growing and advancing our business in key markets around the world, said Muta Kent. Muta Kent is the president of Coca-Cola. Chairman and CEO, the Coca-Cola company, Alex legacy will be as a leader who focused on growth and made us more efficient and effective. You see how the men love to plan, and that's what Mr. Cummings is doing today. Mr. Cummings went to Liberia in 2018 to run. He retired, then he go run. He didn't tell the people, say, okay, you know, I'm taking family leave. The house someone they can lie. I'm taking family leave, I will come back. If you're going to say it, I'm going to take it. Because this position was open for 3 years after Mr. Cummings' election. Mr. Cummings went there. He know that 18 months was not enough. And he got over 100,000 votes. And he's one of the key political leaders in Liberia. What he did, he started to plan, start to meet people verse. Tonight the Liberian people verse, don't mind them. Tonight that the people who now steal the money, they scare of Mr. Cummings because Mr. Cummings will support the chopping. So they will lie to you, say, oh, and you see Mr. Gateway supporting Mr. Cummings. Mr. Gateway now steal money from Joria government. No. Mr. Cummings, Mr. Gateway in jail. No. Mr. Gateway, just like the late Bromsky in Basel. Oh, you don't know that? Mr. Gateway got the people here, real Basel and Bassa man. Dana Chair, and I know small man in Grand Basel County. Who don't know Dana Chair in Grand Basel County? They supported Mr. Cummings. They supported Mr. Cummings. So they will not tell you, they will not scare you, say, oh, Grand Basel County. Listen, Toga McIntosh, just like the late Bromsky from Grand Basel County. Now because Toga ain't run for president. Everybody know Dana Chair in Grand Basel County. There are a lot of people, Louis Brown, other people that they supporting Mr. Cummings. We got people who supported Mr. Cummings from the UP party. But the time reached yet. The time reached. So don't let them fool you. Mr. Cummings was working. God kept Mr. Cummings. God kept him going. That webmail, they said during Cummings' time as Coca-Cola Africa's president, he oversaw the creation of the Coca-Cola Africa Foundation. In your CA, it was through Mr. Cummings, the Africa Foundation. So there is no way Mr. Cummings was going to open his own foundation. They call it conflict of interest. The women will not allow you. But because Mr. Cummings loved to give back where he came from, Coca-Cola gave back to water sanitation, the health. And at the same time, Mr. Cummings is doing Liberia today. And the same thing he's doing. But some people don't know. They want for Mr. Cummings to be yelling all the place. Oh, and I get 10 terrain scholarship. And I get other people. Y'all know how many people Mr. Cummings get scholarship? I challenge anybody. Mr. Cummings is the #1 man in Liberia that got more students, more Liberian on scholarship individually. I challenge anybody. Joe, we are only laugh from the time he get that 5,000 out of University of Liberia, that all we can hear, and I do town. That do town, unless somebody can't tell me he get a $5,000 and the boss. That the one we can hear. He don't want to send Gafan to school. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Do town. Eh? Why Liberia? We're not stupid people. We can't be fooled 2 times. We ain't got nothing to lose. They say the men are down, fear no fall. President, we can't change it. You won't go for another 6 years hard time? That's fine. Then go ahead. But we must try new people. We finish trying George Weah. If we can try the fourth brother, but we can try the other people who now work. People who get ideas, they're telling you, ask them what they can do. Don't be afraid. Don't let Mr. Cummings can't get you to talk to you, then you asking questions. Mr. Cummings love for people asking questions. He is the #1 scrutinized candidate in Liberia compared to anybody in our history. No candidate has been scrutinized compared to Mr. Cummings. Everywhere he go in the news, Mr. Cummings, how you do this? Mr. Cummings got a plan. He now say, oh, we'll play for you. And my people, I will be on radio in Liberia, 88.1 Liberty Radio. You will hear the news. We'll tell you. We'll tell you just at the end. We're not going to, you will understand us with the same, we're in the same boat together. I used to think just like you. But let me tell you, you in Liberia, we're not better than you. Don't see because we're in America. The hard time some of us going through, we got to work. If you don't work in America, you can't get paid. If you don't work, you will not get paid. You will be collecting some free thing there. You think you want to be that way? No, it's not easy. Some of us say we go on the beach, but in Liberia, you can go on the beach. In Liberia, you can go to parties on Tuesday. In America, I go to party on Tuesday easily because I got to work. Don't let them fool you. They want them who against us. They say the thing we do because we want job. Why I couldn't just close my eye and get a job from George Weah? Because I was supporting George Weah 2005 and 2011. Why I couldn't just close my eye and say, you know what? Let me just get my own chopping from George Weah because George Weah would never come to meet me. You are coming to give me some stupid job to somebody be eating their own. Because people who are recommended to George Weah, people who are friends with, they get big job in George Weah government. So tell me, then why I won't run behind Mr. Cummings to give me job because I want supporting? You know what I want in Liberia? You know what I'm looking for in Liberia? I want for the justice system to be correct. Let everybody feel it and understand that, yes, the law backs me, whether the law is blind or not. You know, if the government asks me, right, I say, Money, what you want to do? You know what I want to work with? I want to work with the children that are in the street. The children that are in the street. If government asks me, say, what you want to do? I say, I want to work with the children in the street to take them off the street. I can do it. I can do it to take them off the street. That the people are concerned about. We left some of them there before the war started. They have grown. Forget it. I saw Forget It in 2018. I look at Forget It. Forget It now. He's a grandfather on the lean. Until the late children, I can't respect him anymore. He quiet. Other people not take over. Only love the children need, but we can give it to them. Why when we go to Liberia, they rob us? We sit and talk to them, they don't rob us. Why? Ask yourself the question. We go down Getty Street, we sit and talk to them. They don't steal from us. Ask yourself why they don't steal from us. They need love. They need care. They want you to show them that what people put them in the street, the drugs, the whatsoever. Some of them man died during the war. They are self-rejected. Some of them were born in the street. Imagine I'm standing on Kerry Street 2018. I can say, you, get from there. Oh, Papi, it's, no, okay, Papi, no problem. When I sit in, I see all of them come around the car. Why? They will say they can steal. We call them Zogo. Although they'll be proud to call themselves Zogo. They say that French war. I don't know what other one come French war. Eh? They're not working. What is it to do? They will steal. They're not working. They will steal. Some of them will steal from you. Whether they know you good, they won't steal from you, but they will still catch them. But they're respectful. You ever went to a graveyard in the night around 2 o'clock in the morning? No, you never. You ever went to a graveyard 2 o'clock in the morning and see the children, their life they're living? I did it. I went to New Georgia. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. They're not graveyard. I will tell the banjo one. We went into the ghetto where the children were getting ha. I sat with them and we're talking. And when the children opened their mouth, the other one, the virginal grave, yeah. The children living there, they get a small battery, they get light and this and that. The other boy said, brother, I gave her in life, there's nothing. They bought their criminal justice. He says Saboli was his professor. I want to believe him. He said, brother, nothing whatever me. Ha. You ever went into Penal compound, Penal building in on Central Street? Y'all went there before? That when you sit in America and say the children are nothing, we give the gift power and we push them aside. Don't let them fool you this time. I'm telling you, listen to me. Mr. Cummings' plans are clear. Mr. Cummings say it every day. My first executive order will be on youth, on how to get the people off the street. Those that will go in a home will go in a home. Those that will go this place will go that place. Those that are ready, those that will be rehabilitated. He got plans for that. The government is rich. Mr. Cummings don't need to do it now to take money from his pocket and give it to you to vote. If you vote wrong, you be committing a suicide. This time around, that means the international community will look at us and laugh at us and say, well, we're not serious. They voted. Like one boy was telling me, he said, and they say they put one protest. They say if they vote in Labra and Jowiya win, Jowiya said will protest and say that lie, he win. If they try to cheat for him. We know all the things that are going on in Labra. My people will beg you that you can face your country. One man can make it. Together, we can do it. Together, we can do it. Don't let nobody fool you. Our big problem in Labrador, President Weah, that President Weah make Labrador like this today. If President Weah going to put a foot down and be serious about the Liberian people instead of his friends, what I would like it when the president will get everything. But why would President Weah go build all the houses for himself? Until the people go steal from the house, they stole the telephone, the TV and all. No security there. Eh? The president has build all over the place. All his officials, they're building like you planting beans. Amen. That you don't want to vote for them. That's why they reached that. Nathaniel Mage, who you vote for? He control the country. I think the people will go there to see if he still gets security, sir. Because if Nathaniel Mage still get the EPS, then I give up. Y'all listen to Juju Fagon? Y'all listen to Juju Fagon? President, we have fired Juju Fagon for no reason. Because he never liked Fagon. He said Fagon cursed him before when Fagon used to be with ALP. Because Fagon said, why President we are spending time in Nigeria, why he want to get on the ECOWAS thing when you want to be president, instead of be sitting in Monrovia, in Liberia, instead of going out. Who's going to know you? So people, Mr. Cummings is the standard bearer of CPP. CPP is stay alive. Don't let nobody scare you. You only want to take it to court, let them take them to court. If anybody say it's illegal, let them take us to court. If the coalition is illegal, let them take us to court. Because sometimes they don't understand. They speak out of their emotions, not because it happened to them. They want for Liberty Party to come. Okay, let's say this. And there were 4 parties, 2 stay behind and 2 left. Why the 2 can sign coalition? Why Liberty Party and UP can sign something for guarantee? Now, they said Mr. Cummings desperate, and they say Mr. Cummings desperate. But you now see t-shirt going around with Bwaka Yombly ticket. Yes. Bwaka Yombly ticket. The first t-shirt or Bwaka Yombly. You saw any t-shirt to say Mr. Cummings ability. So who desperate? Yombly desperate to be vice president. You really want to be vice president, or somebody will come from his party to be vice president. That's all they're doing it for. That's what they're doing it for. You saw any t-shirt or poster going around and say Cummings ability vice president, until they were carrying all the lies around. But they got Bwaka Yombly ticket. Bwaka Yombly. They did t-shirt and all. So if Yombly wants to support Mr. Bwaka and ability wants to support, what is the big deal about it? Eh? The people expel you. You don't pay your dues. The court say it stands. You recognize Bility as a chairman, Bility recognize you. Instead of you coming together and reconcile. And even if you don't want to join the ANC, and when they vote, respect the people vote. And say, listen to me. I will not support Alexander Cummings. I'd rather support Mr. Bwaka. Nobody will stop you. Mr. Toga McIntosh is still a member of LPDP, but he said I will support Mr. Cummings. He's not a member of ANC. Hey, my people, man. Why will like this? You can be in your party and support another person. You can't force them. They see what Mr. Ability force all of you. Mr. Ability is the chairman of the party. All majority of the executive committee voted. We don't expect everybody to vote. We don't expect everybody to agree. So the one that I agree will still vote on the other side, but respect your party decision. You don't own the party. The political leader don't own the party. Mr. Cummings don't run ANC. Mr. Cummings just the stand-up bearer now for CPP. But ANC is run by what? The chairman and the secretary general. Please, my people, Liberian people, anything they want to say, let them say it. Instead, and now let me say this to y'all. UP, as much as we all in the opposition, I'm not going to attack y'all. Y'all listen to me, feel I don't talk to y'all. I don't waste my time. But y'all continue to insult Mr. Cummings. We hear you on radio every day. That Mr. Cummings man there, he know nothing. That Mr. Cummings there, he finished, he done. That Mr. Cummings there. The time you will take to criticize Mr. Cummings, tell the people about Mr. Bwaka. The time that you will take and insult Mr. Cummings and say Mr. Cummings don't know what he's doing. Tell the people about Mr. Bwaka that know what he will be doing. That's what you need to do. We are all in the opposition block. Ain't work up, that ain't mean that we can be friends. But if you continue to insult Mr. Cummings and whatsoever, then some people will be forced to attack your candidate too now. And y'all know when we started, y'all get vague. Y'all know that one. Y'all know it. The problem here is President Weah. Since we're not together, since we ourselves we're not together, just play a fair game. If we make it there and you make it, we'll support you. Can you tell me the same thing? No. You will never tell me. And you will not, listen, if you into this thing again with a different motive, you will fail along the way. Just how you were in the CPP with different motive and you couldn't beat it, you had to leave like a witchcraft confessing. So we're telling you now, CPP telling you Now listen, we are all opposition. If we don't make it to the finish line for some reason, and you make it, we will support you. Can you say the same thing that you will support us if you don't make it? It's up to you. Can you support the CPP headed by Alex Cummings if he make it with against George Weah? Or maybe George Weah will not even make it to that round. But as far as concerned, the CPP is fighting to do everything to be number one if there will be a second round. If there will be no second round, we will defeat anybody in the first round. That's the plan of the CPP. That is our plan A. It might be strange to you. Liberians, don't let nobody fool you. They shouldn't come to you to say, you know, Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings living in Liberia. Mr. Cummings been living there for long. He's a Liberian like yourself. He not Congo man. He not nothing. He eat a damn pound butter. He respect labor. He respect human dignity. That's why he's not going around bragging and telling people how I gave you $5 yesterday. The president, we are giving Joe Biden $2,000 and announce it. President, we are going all over the place and acting like he won't spend the money when your own money, your taxpayer money. Liberian people, I beg you. President, we must make him one-term president. He will not hire him. He set a record already. He's the 25th president. And also, Mr. Ability, I know he's running in Nima County. We need good people to tell the real truth. You can say what you want to say about Mr. Ability. He or crook, he or this, he or that. It's just your own story that you're making up. Because I don't see nowhere where the government prosecute Mr. Ability. I don't see no court where they say Mr. Ability was wrong. I don't see it. I don't see it. So guys, don't forget, I need your help. I need your support. Not because we got everything now, so that means you can't help now. Please, I need your support. I need your support, seriously. We want you to, it can be $5, $10. The Cash App is there. Let me put it up and see. So, guys, we're setting up. It's not an easy thing. It will be 1 hour or 2 hours. And let me get it and make it clear. I am not running a network. I will bring people who will be in my interest to speak, to give that message out. I'm not going to bring one sedition. Let me change my camera. I'm not going to bring one sedition, one UP, one AN. No. 95% of my talking point will be about CPP. The other one will be once in a while. Oh, listen, the Cummings administration, people say, oh, the Zogo, the this, the that. Trust me, you will not fight the government. We will come down hard on bad people. I can tell you that. The government will come down hard. The first place will start they will start the discipline from inside. If you're police, whether you came from CDC or whatsoever, you change your ways, you will be in the police. Mr. Cummings not coming with no group of people to come in the police. So, if you want to be a police of a country, or police that will be frank with the citizen, that will understand, you stay there. But if not, that's it. So Liberians, please, 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 Liberia, for every one of us, we're the only people that can change it. Nobody else can change it. Nobody can change it. Yeah, nobody. Let me take a quick break. And also, ANC will be having a convention in for a better Liberia, CPP is the answer. The standard bearer is who? Alexander B. Cummings. And on my left hand side here, that when you looking, it's on my left. When you watch him, it's on my right. And Musa Belete, he is the national chairman. He's the chairman of CPP. Yes, he's the chairman of CPP. So you can say what you want to say, but he's a strong and hard-working man. Very hard. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for your time. You're patient. Let me go through the comments, but I will not comment. I'm going to play my, as usual, the 5 watts and how. That is how I take you home. Listen to it. Let it get used to your ears. That is Alex Cummings, the only man that got it. Nobody else. Nobody can tell you. Anybody tell you that I copycat? Yeah.
Stop Cummings, album. Alexander Cummings, album. Keep body explode. The leaders I love, the ones I trust so much, they made a fool out of me. I've been praying to God every day, please give me a leader.
The oldest republic in Africa. And yet, we're one of the least developed countries on the continent, and indeed one of the least developed countries in the world. And I say to you, my fellow Liberians, we deserve a better Liberia. We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity. Most Liberian homes don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. We, as Liberians, cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting the same kinds of leaders with the same kinds of experiences and expect Liberia to change. We have to do many things differently, and that starts with selecting and electing new leaders who know how to create jobs, who know how to grow the economy, who will prioritize the Liberian people first before they prioritize themselves. And this is what I offer you, the Liberian people. The other universal truth that I want to share with you, my fellow Liberians, is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And again, I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. Our next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay. So those are the things we'll do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. But let me end by leaving you again with these two universal truths. One is we cannot keep doing the same things, my people, and expect different results. We cannot keep electing the same people with the same experiences and expect Liberia to change. We need to elect and select different people to lead us, to serve us, to help us manage and run our country. And the other universal truth is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And on those two counts, I believe I stand head and shoulders above the other candidates aspiring. Together, we will change Liberia for the benefit of all Liberians. We will transform our country. We will give us a new start, a fresh start, so that all of us can benefit from this country we love. I thank you. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Liberia.
Chicken necro for day.
Okay, thanks guys for watching. Mohammed, thank you very much for costing the whole day. At least you call the name Cummings. And Mongoje Sunshine, thank you. You said the name Mr. Cummings off. At least you ain't got nothing to tell about your candidate. Mohammed, you ain't got nothing to say about the candidate. You talk about gay. Me, I tell saying the gay. The men are gay. The men are gay. Thank you. Only gay, no gay. So you can cost the whole day. You cannot even tell us what your candidate can do. It's a shame. Your name is Mohammed. You're Muslim. A Muslim don't cost. You call him gay, it's up to you. He got a wife, he got children. He's one of the most decent men you will ever come across. But maybe you yourself, you gay, Mohammed, because he gets some Muslim gay. Maybe you one of those. So that why you know him to be a gay. Amen, Mohammed, man. Muslim, man. Don't spoil the Muslim people name. You even get your own picture over there. You get somebody else's picture on your profile. For Sunshine, you say Mr. Cummings will lay off. You say Mr. Cummings will lay off. You know, you sometimes, my brother, as I said, I'm friends with people, but I like to see people who smart. You say Mr. Cummings a nice man. You have said a lot of good things about Mr. Cummings. And you say Mr. Cummings will lay off. One thing you should understand, if Mr. Cummings were in Liberia and gave out news, we'll say he lied. You don't lie in the country easily. You don't lie. There is no way the white man can lie for you to keep secret about you, especially a black man. But you say Mr. Cummings, they laying off, so be it. It's fine. Let them lay him off. Lay off is not firing. You know what I'm saying? Laying off is not firing. But Mohammed, thank you for saying, I thought you had something in your head, but all you have in your head is mort, die. So you couldn't even say nothing else. But gay. We tired. We tired with y'all. They gay business. We're not going to fire you. You understand? We're not going to fire. We're not going to curse you. You will not even take us out of our character. You are baby. You are little pamper little boy who shit in your pants all the time. You are baby, Mohammed. There are people like you damaging other people in Liberia. If that's a fake page, and then you know yourself, the picture you even putting up, I don't know if that yourself or that your children. Hey, Mohammed. Mohammed, you disappoint me, man. Mohammed, you disappoint me. La ilaha Ramadullah, Alhamdulillah. You disappoint me, Mohammed. You disappoint me. Ah, Mohammed, I'm disappointed in you, big time. Just talking about gay. You gay? Hey, Mohammed. Hey, man. You causing the poor man. Eh? You just causing Mr. Coming whole day that gay man. So you don't want to know gay. Let him wait for them because they are going to vote for criminal commies. If you say Mr. Coming are criminal, then you say Joel what? That means Joel own worse. So you can curse. The time you take to curse, you sort of be promoting your man. But you on the platform, you don't say nothing. Only gay. Mr. Cummings are dead. Mr. Cummings are criminal. Mr. Cummings are dead. That's your business. Ah, my brother. We're not coming to listen to you. You're not running for man. You're not running for president. You won't get nobody said to listen to you. Yeah, man. Sometimes you can read a meeting. How about that with t-shirt now? Yeah. A Mullah Quran. He say he Muslim. Another one, Vanny King. Vanny King say ABC and the ANC are fraud. Cummings will never smell. The president say, keep wasting your time. And you will watch me. You will watch me. You will sit down in that change coat. You will listen to me. So I'm not wasting my time. They say, child who said that man will not sleep, they will not sleep too. So you don't want to get more time. You will listen to me. By the time you leave the show, it will touch you, say, yeah, they gotta say something. I mean, I think I will change. And you will change. You will eat your words. Your lazy Liberian people there in America. Your God bless you, your travel. Then instead of your learning something to take it home, nothing in your brain but corruption. How to go work and steal money. Yeah. Most of you got three senses. You lost the seeing, the hearing, and all. You lost that one. Y'all will feed it. Y'all will feed it. Y'all will feed it. In Liberia today, the commies we want to. In Liberia today, CPP will win. No, come 2023, CPP will win the election to go to back the mansion to lead our nation. CPP are the only party with the option to rescue Liberia. Oh, CPP, ACPP, Mr. Cummings. CPP. CPP is the way forward. Yes, it's the alternative. You like it, you don't like it, Jack O'Lantern, that your business, edition, that your business. Look, the funny part, CDC alone can vote and major we are president. You ain't know no facts, you ain't know no record, you're going to forget, you ain't know your own country history, you ain't know nothing that been happening before. 2017, you think that CDC get your way of victory? Okay, guys, I'll talk to you. Y'all have a good day. God bless you. I love you all. Mohammed, I love you, my brother. Sunshine, Mokaje, enjoy yourself. You got your Maserati, enjoy it. Other people like bro don't have it, so you can say whatever you want to say. You are or we are when I know you're not a sedition. You support Joshua, as you said. You said Mr. Cummings a good man, but today you sometimes come out just so people will see you, or some maybe your sedition friend will see you say, "Oh my man, the man attacking Mr. Cummings." But we know. Okay, I have a good day. Bye.